'Cause we're all fighters. We'll stay together till the end. Take out your lighters.
Hold
them up in the air. 'Cause we're all fighters. We'll stay together till the end. Take out your lighters. Make the room brighter. Show them that we're not hiding.
Stay strong and we stand tall. No one can bring us down. When you feel like hope is gone, just get up and carry on. 'Cause we're all
I done changed and picked up the mic. Now you hear my speech. I came from them high rise. See me raised with my guys. Put wings on that clock, yeah. Now you see how time flies. Your time will come, don't wait though. Play that game and make progress. I've been waiting so long for this change. I keep saying this ain't a game, found with no catch up. Wait for now, rip that track up. 'Cause I've been knocked down before and go back up.
we are one together now. Nobody can stop us. If we stay strong and we stand tall, no one can bring us down. When you feel like hope is gone, just get up and carry on.
'Cause we're all fighters. We'll stay together till the end. Take out your lighters. Hold them up in the air. 'Cause we're all fighters. We all stay together till the end. Take out your lighters. Make the room brighter.
Show them that we're not hiding. Show them that we're not hiding.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
He picks it up on the second, over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's gone!
Homeward to the pen! This game is over!
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone! That was hit hard.
on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over! What a line shot!
I can't believe my eyes.
It is a sophomore showdown tonight. Two of AAA's most improved meet in primetime, desperate to meet their lofty expectations. Following back-to-back sweeps of two of AAA's best, this squad has proven they belong at the top. This second-year sweat is looking to make another deafening statement to the league tonight. Standing in their way, an improved foe who has hopes just as high for season 21. With a balance to win at the plate or on the bump, this squad looks to send a shockwave through the league and prove they are a threat. It is Todd, Bonzalez, and the Kansas City Breathmans battling LFG and LegitFire Gaming. Welcome to AAA Match of the Week.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome back to another production here of the Cross-Platform Baseball League. Here in Season 21, we've got a AAA Match of the Week on our hands, and it is a spicy one to cap off the weekend between LegitFire Gaming and Todd Bonzalez and the Kansas City Breathmans. Two teams, as stated in the Urban, so kindly made for us once again. Sophomore players looking for two big victories. Joining me to call this one tonight on the color commentary, as always, it's AAA's aficionado, Mystery Man. How you doing tonight, dude?
I'm good, my man. I'm really happy to be here for this matchup. We've got two players that played last season. Both of them kind of were toward the bottom. I think there was a lot more hope at the time for LegitFire. But then Todd started getting hot in other leagues, and then he started getting some hype, a little bit of hype train going. So now they're kind of running a bit even. So I'm going to take us right into our keys here. So the Eye of Fire is going to be LegitFire, who has quite a knack for forcing you to throw pitches on the plate. So he's difficult to deal with. Now Todd is a pretty solid pitcher. He can locate pretty well. At the AAA level, I'd say I would put him at bare minimum in the middle. So he should be okay, but he needs to be careful. You can't, you you need to factor in when somebody has a really good eye, and LegitFire is definitely top, probably 5 in AAA. Catch up ball. So Bonzalez, in the past has struggled a little bit to catch up last season. Now, theoretically, I think that tag has fallen off a bit, or maybe quite a bit. I'm not sure because I haven't played Todd as much recently. I remember him last season. If we were looking at last season's Todd, I think he would be a little bit. He would probably be a big underdog. But like I said, he's gained a lot of momentum, especially at the dish. So if he can catch up, I think he can hit and do really well. And then it's the little thing. So I think they're running about even. So that's, as you know, Dwayne, that's when you have to steal a base, steal home, watch those runners, not pull an old misto in the outfield and give up 2 or 3 or 4 extra runs that you didn't need to. So yeah, I think it's very possible that these could be very close games late in games.
Yeah, if you look at the sidebar there, we've got two similar players as far as the batting average, home runs, BABIP, all that good stuff goes. I mean, they've been pretty similar so far this season, so it does have a sense that it could go one way or the other. We'll flash over real quick to the pick'em standings for the casters before we get things started. These need to be updated for the XBL and AA matches of the week, where Joey, I believe, walked away with a sweep, and we had the sweep from Burning Ice there earlier this weekend. But for the AAA, in regards to tonight, Hummus and Ox, big picks to have Todd Bonzalez on the sweep, Sham in the middle there for a split. And then we've got Uni, Mama Junjun, myself, Zlot, and Zlot as sweeps for LegitFire. So we've got Mystery Man in here with us tonight. And since we were lacking your picks, I believe for the other two, they were sent to Uni. What do you pick here for tonight for the AAA?
I believe I went with LegitFire on the sweep. Um, my first instinct was split, but I'm the one who's been hyping up Legit Fire as much as anybody, so I figured I better put my money where my mouth is. But that Joey set was interesting because I put a split in there, and I really thought I might finally put some kind of a point on the board, and then Joey went and swept. So I'm a little bit upset with Joey for taking care of business there against Big Daddy.
Yeah, you and me both. We lost some points on that for sure. We'll have to get some updated standings here from Uni after this set here tonight. But we'll see if it's Legit Fire who gets to pay off for everybody on the right side, or if it's Todd for Hummus and Ox on the left side. Sham in the middle again, wanting to come away with a split. These games are on pre-record. Oops, I'm in the wrong scene. These games are on pre-record tonight, so it should be a pretty smooth going as far as connection goes and all that good stuff. So without further ado, folks, if Mystery Man's ready, I think it's time to head in there. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. Let's do it, Train.
All right, folks, hang tight, and we'll be bringing you the Game 1 action in just a few moments. All right, folks, Stade Royale is the home of the Breathmints here. Game number 1, coming from their perspective as the home team here tonight. A seldomly used stadium on Match of the Week. We'll see if it proves to play its own part in this meaningful bout between these two AAA players. They exchange pleasantries, and we're going to get ready for first pitch.
Yeah, I know Julio tends to play here. I'm not sure who else. It is a beautiful stadium.
Zane Blacksmith, first batter against Hops Chen. Righty for Todd gets a swinging strike to start off the game. Has a elite two-seamer on this pitcher. And falls behind as well. Mind Gamer and Noodle Arm on this batter respectively. Misses the zone. It's 2-1 to start early. Got a big watch party here for the Breathmints. Shout out to the crew who's come to support Todd. Shout out for all my Legit Fire gamers as well, and all our XBLers in chat tonight. Good crowd early for this one.
Definitely some nerves on the part of Chen. He seems lost out there. He hasn't really located anything. Gets bailed out there. That was actually a good pitch, though.
Yeah, tailing fastball hit hard on the ground to shortstop. Quickly disposed of for out number 1. Brings up Evangeline Howell.
She is dangerous.
Hit on the ground. Nottingham picks it, throws it to first in time for the out number 2. Uni, I don't remember. You're going to have to go look for yourself. Sorry about that there, friend. Bell Ferguson.
You gotta read, Uni.
Yeah, you gotta read. Power versus righties engaged. Looking for something to hit. Sees one miss inside to start the AB. Strike on the outside corner. Hanging in the zone. This one hit high in the air. Deep to left field. Doesn't have enough. Going back there. It is gone. See you later. 2 out. Solo shot for Legit Fire.
Yeah, I was just about to say, I thought there might be some nerves on Legit Fire's part. A few uncharacteristic chases, but the aggressiveness pays off here as Ferguson absolutely cranked that ball.
Always good to get that first run off your chest early in a match of the week. Rusty Buston gonna dig in at the plate. Misses a fastball, 98 miles an hour on the outside portion of the plate. 0-1 pitch, misses high. And we're gonna go ahead and do it again with the curveball here. Yeah, Todd missing the zone slightly. Looking to have some better outcomes here. Two-seamer tailing into the zone, hit hard over to third, caught on a line. That'll end the top of the first.
Unfortunately, we've had to cancel the mascot.
We did see one major lag pitch there, but Bonzalez put his nose to the grindstone, got out of there with just the 1 run. You know, Legit Fire can hit, so a solo shot is perfectly fine. You're going to have to score some, and Todd knows that.
Shea Yoshida at the plate. Strike inside. So quickly 2 strikes to the leadoff hitter, hit on the ground to short. Rodney Park picks it and throws it over to Bustum at first base for the first out in the bottom half here. Brooklyn Nottingham going to get a chance to bat. Fastball hitter and clutch are the traits against Tremondo. Check swing, it's ball 1. Swung on, hit hard, 99 power, deep to center field, but not enough doing on it there for Todd. Easy catch for LegitFire, and we'll move on to DeMarco Invasion.
This is an interesting pitcher train. The velo appears to me to possibly be under 50. Maybe it's at 50, but then there's an elite fastball on there. So it's kind of quite a bit of junk. So it could be a difficult. You need to control that elite cutter for sure.
We'll see if Todd can do something with the bad ball hitter that he's got at the plate. However, his righty's also engaged on this forcing cutter, slider, curveball, changeup. 5-pitch pitcher from LegitFire and struck out looking. Todd does not pull the trigger. That'll end the first inning.
That's that elite cutter. He snuck it in there, and LegitFire can locate. Both of them can locate pretty well. So I think there's a little bit of nerves early, but they should be able to pitch to each other well.
Juicy misses outside to start the second. Strike there. Good pitch. To recover makes it 1-1. Changeup misses below the knees. LegitFire has a good eye here to start out this early game 1. Pops up that one. That was catching a good bit of the plate. Easy catch for the catcher that one in the end.
The center fielder, number 9.
Elite might have bailed him out there. That was Meatball City, but LegitFire missed that one.
Super Samson at the plate. Contact versus righties and an easy target are the traits. Misses just low. Todd trying to find the corners of the zone. Having a hard time here early tonight, but is able to get a hard ground ball over to second. Disposed of is LegitFire, and we'll move on to Isaac Mueller, the batter, second baseman, lefty, first pitch slayer with magic hands. First pitch swinging popped up. Center field with 2 down, easy catch for Hamless, and that'll send us to the bottom half of the inning.
That was an absolutely great pitch from Todd. Got the last sliver. And otherwise, that would have been trouble because first pitch slayer, but couldn't quite get on that one.
Now we'll see if Todd's able to get off to a jump off point here with that center fielder Boat Hamless. 1-1 pitch, swung on, hit hard. Over the glove of the diving shortstop, should be down there for an easy single into left center field. Leadoff runners on base for the Breathmans in this inning, and it brings up Stretch Sutton. Sutton's got a high pitch. You see the reticle sitting high there from Todd. Goes after the curveball over the jumping shortstop. That'll be another single here in the inning, and there's 2 on, no out.
That's twice in a row. He tried to put an inside wrinkle on a pitch, and neither of them worked. So that's really good hitting by Todd.
Yeah, shout out to the uniforms for Todd here as well. Simple woman. He likes wine, tooth, and dog. No idea what that means, but I'm rolling with it as well.
Works for me.
I would, these are some t-shirts maybe we have to make IRL. Ooh, and we see a drop on the double play attempt there from LegitFire. And there's your first metalhead moment of the night, folks.
Yeah, that would have been a big out, a really big out, to kind of separate those 2 runners and maybe just give up the 1. But now you're in trouble.
On the ground a second, another double play attempt over to short. Throw back to first, not in time, ends up being a fielder's choice, and the game is tied. 1 out recorded. And yeah, if you know LegitFire, that's definitely one that he's going to be wanting back. Not a fan of the big defense errors. Big moment in the game with these runners at first and third. Good speed at first base. And Todd does go, gets in there easily. What a steal. Takes a hack, gets it on the ground, gonna manufacture another run and take the lead. Nicely done by Todd to scratch one out there. It's a crafty play.
Number 32.
Pitcher swings at one, hits it on the line. Shallow outfield from Samson, able to get it on the line. Good job by LegitFire to have the positioning there.
Now batting, the catcher, number
Yeah, and good hitting
32,
from Todd that half
Ryan
inning.
Rice.
These two are running about even here, both taking some good cuts. Both a little bit shaky on the hill.
You know, two players, one would say, with a lot to prove in their early AAA careers on a big match of the week. So tonight, a night where you'd expect them to pull out all the stops. They 1-1 pitch. Strike inside right on the outer inner portion of the zone. Nicely placed by Todd. Madeline Rhymes, the catcher and batter, has high pitch, so staying away from that. The low pitch swung on. Diving shortstop and misses the glove. Throw comes in from center field, and that'll be a leadoff single for LegitFire.
Now batting, the pitcher, number 47.
And those are the kind of hits that really hurt you, Train. Those little choppy hits with no outs for the lead single. On a ball.
Pitcher Trey Mondo now at the plate. Swung on, hit right up the middle. That'll be a hit for Mondo. That's going to help his mojo as well. 2 on, no out for LegitFire. Ladham's going to turn over.
Big,
Left fielder,
a
number
big time
38,
hit from Mondo. That really keeps the train moving, and like you said, could help him in the long run with his mojo.
Zane Blacksmith sees a strike right on the inner corner. Nicely placed from Todd. Back ball. Goes back to it, misses outside here. Now 1-1. Pitch. LegitFire exercising a good eye here. The two-seamer going on the ground to short. Throw over to second, returns to first, not in time again for a double play. Two fielders' choices in this inning produce 2 outs. And there's 2 down, first and third for Howell.
Yeah, here comes trouble.
Change up below the zone, taken by LegitFire. Oh, thank you, 1 out. I thought the first one had an out involved. So the two-seamer here misses below. The swinging attempt there. And then a pop-up playable. Let's see if there's a tag-up involved here from LegitFire. A good throw from Todd. Going to be in time. He's out. He is way out. It was all about the catcher handling that ball there, and it was nicely handled. So we go to the third, still scoreless in that half inning.
Yeah, you can't really knock the run only because it's such a long throw. You can see that throw being bobbled a pretty reasonable amount of the time, but catcher came up big there.
Lead remains intact. Shea Yoshida at the plate. Swings the one, hits it hard, but high in the air to center. Catchable easily for Samson. Now we'll see Brooklyn Nottingham at the plate. Fastball hitter and clutch. 308 average. 0 for 1 here tonight. Swung on. Change up lows. Strike number 2. Ball hit hard over the shortstop on the ground. Almost beat it out, did the batter, but missed by a hair. And now we'll move on to Invasion after there's a quick first out. Close game so far between these players. Both of them playing similar types of ball games for sure.
If I'm LegitFire, I don't like seeing that discipline that I'm seeing out of Todd on those inside pitches cutting across the zone. That's the entire package for Mondo, is trying to cut you inside and get you to chase, and Todd's not really doing that.
Now decent speed after the walk at first, and then that's a good take to start the next at bat. More Hamless, the cleanup hitter.
The way
Just
he laid
waiting for
off
a
of that,
strike.
that's a tough pitch to lay off.
Oh, and the Todd steps into one,
boy.
crushes it deep to right. That's into the seats. It's a 2-run homer and makes it 4-1 Bruthmans.
Yeah, he forced his hand. He had to throw something on the plate, and that was not it. As he threw a changeup more or less down the middle, and it got absolutely spanked by Hamlis.
Really nicely done there. Good piece of hitting by Todd. Opens up the lead in the third.
Ball that's inside.
1-0 pitch. Pitch straight back. We'll do it again, 1-1.
No blow.
Popped up to left field, going to be caught by Blacksmith. That'll end the third inning, but not before 2 runs do cross the plate on the homer. We got going now to the fourth, where 3, 4, 5 will come up here for LegitFire Gaming.
That could be something to mentally note, as he threw the curveball there, and it really worked out well. Hasn't thrown a lot of curveballs, so Mondo might want to look at that pitch a little harder after getting beat up on the changeup.
Hey.
2 balls miss outside the zone to start the AB in the fourth for LegitFire, and then a strike fouled away. 2-1 pitch upcoming. Slider picked over at second base. Easy play for Yoshida, and brings up Rusty Bustum.
Number 46, Rusty Bustum.
Ooh, this one in the zone. Bustum hits it hard right at the third baseman. That was a mistake pitch. LegitFire unable to take advantage of.
44, Rodney Hart.
Yeah, I really do feel like I'm seeing some nerves a little bit more on LegitFire's side than Todd. Now, Todd has a lot of experience in other leagues. I think LegitFire, it would make sense that he might be a little bit more, nervous of the two.
The two-seamer easily ends the inning, and we're going to go now to the bottom of the fourth inning, where Macy Geiger gets a shot to start things off. Steps into one. First pitch swinging, popped up to left, easily caught by Blacksmith. Had to take one step back there.
Number 52.
That's inside. Strike.
Strike in there to Singh. 1-1 pitch.
Strike.
Another good strike. Shortstop easily handles that one off the end of the bat, and there's 2 down in the inning.
19.
Right fielder at the plate for the Bruthmans. Swung on. Over to short again. Park picks it, throws it to first in time, and the bottom of the fourth ends quickly as we move on now to the top of the fifth.
Yeah, we did see a couple curveballs mixed in there that time. Both of them successful, though. Todd did line up that last one. I'm not sure why that didn't get any exit velo behind it. Might have topped it a touch.
Strike.
The 1 pitch from Chen makes it even 1-1. Elite 2-seam.
Strike.
Then a strike in there. Curveball hit hard up the middle. Hamlis picks it, brings it back in. Nottingham will take the throw, but that'll be a leadoff hit for LegitFire in the fifth.
Isaac Mueller.
That was just too middle. He got it down, but that's just too middle against a good hitter like LegitFire.
You can see Todd thinking about the speed there. 2-seamer, check swing. We'll attempt again here. Change up. Hit on the ground. Second baseman, nice dive. Good throw over to first. Good first out.
Now batting.
Saved a hit.
Number 32, Madeline.
Yeah, that's a monster play by the 2-bag, because that would have been a great hit. Even though it was off the plate, he really got reticle on that. It just wasn't enough.
One 1-0 pitch. Strike in there. Right on the edge. Good for the 1-1 again. Changeup on a line over to the shortstop, caught. We're out number 2. Runner gets back, and it'll bring up Trey Mondo again. Yeah, Todd pitching well early in this game. Keeping LegitFire at bay since that early home run. This one, no hit. Deep to right. It's going to get over a shallow outfield, I think. The diving attempt not there. It's going to score a run and lead to a triple. So 4-2.
Yeah, a little bit of a caster's curse. A little bit of a caster's curse as that ball was totally down the middle. Got blasted.
Fouled straight back. And then the 0-2 hit, popped, shortstop easily caught, and that'll end the top of the 5th inning where 1 run does come across, making it a 4-2 ball game. Todd wants to continue to add to the lead here in the bottom half.
Yeah, the biggest compliment you can give to any pitcher is when you start chasing, especially when you're not a chaser. So just looking at some of the reaches by LegitFire, who doesn't tend to reach, that tells me that Todd's in his head a little bit here. He's swinging at a lot of pitches that I wouldn't expect him to be swinging at.
Shout out to one of our longtime fans in the chat, World War II fan. Long time no see. Good to see you, my friend.
Welcome.
This one hit hard on the ground. Bottom of the 5th inning. Quickly 2 outs for the Breathmints, and now to bring up Brooklyn Nottingham, the shortstop. 0-2 tonight. Fastball hitter and clutch. Not a lot of pressure to engage yet for that clutch trait. 2-0. Hit hard right at the shortstop off the glove of the diving attempt.
Oh, Rodney.
So Rodney Park unable to put it away there. Todd with a quick mute to the chats. That one hard. It's difficult when those balls are stung at the fielders. Sometimes you expect that to happen depending on how hard it's hit.
Right. I still love the way Todd is laying off these pitches that Mondo is burning. Look at that. That's just incredible at the AAA level to lay off of that.
Yeah, Todd exercising a very good eye tonight. Really wants to come away with a victory here, and he's got the hit and run going. Thinking about third all the way. He's going. No, he's turning around. Nicely played there by Todd to conserve his runners. And this will bring up Hamless in an RBI hero situation with 2 down. Mondo's still in the game. Curveball high, strike.
I would get Mondo out of here against this hitter. This is trouble. He's not buying that pitch.
Went above the zone there to go get it. 1-2 will reset. With 2 outs here, can LegitFire get out of the jam? Todd checks, swing, good eye again. Off the hands, caught by Mondo. We'll go to the 6th.
Unfortunately, we've had to cancel the match.
Well, I take it all back. Mondo eventually gets him to chase on the big pitch.
Evangeline Howell at the plate now. In the top of the 6th inning, takes the first pitch swinging. Gets ahead in the count, now 2-1. Now 3-1, misses on the 2-seamer. Todd gonna have to come back to the zone here. 3-1 fastball, swing and a miss. The full count pitch, it's placed well. Gets him looking. Todd on fire tonight from the hill. LegitFire needing to start manufacturing something and quickly here in the 6th inning as time starts to get limited. But as we know, this is a player that can easily do so. Having trouble catching up to the fastball again. It's 1-1. The curveball takes a hop up to the plate. 2-1 pitch now. 2-seamer inside. Hit hard through the hole over at second base. And it will be a single with 1 down.
Yeah, that was a mistake. Definitely a very visible 2-seam there and a nice swing from LegitFire. Now just needs to follow up on that.
Rusty busts him, Hits first pitch curveball on the ground in second, over to shortstop, on to first. Easy double play for the Breathments. And we'll go to the bottom of the 6th after LegitFire is erased there. 4-2 still in favor of Kansas City. And just some really crafty pitching we've seen from Todd, leading to some really good outcomes. Lots of ground balls. And, you know, just staying ahead of the game.
In my opinion, that was the most brutal pitch of the game. An absolute burning ice level curveball. Just basically forced him to hit into a double play.
Gets a leadoff single here in the Breathments' half of the 6th. There's a strike. You can see Todd hangs that reticle high. Cops this one on the ground. Runner was going, so it'll just be a fielder's choice.
I'm proud of Mondo out there. He doesn't look like much, but he's doing a job.
He's holding it down at least where it is. We'll have to wonder where the LegitFire Gaming bullpen will come into play here in this game. Perhaps next inning, should there be a pinch hitter lifted. Pop up by Singh, easily taken care of for out number 2.
Number 19.
Shidofen is the batter. Runner goes to third, easily in there, 90 feet closer with 2 down. Still, Todd needs a hit to continue the inning and get the run across. It's on the ground to short. Park throws it to first in time, and that will end it with the runner on third. And we'll go to the top of the 7th.
Join the club for exclusive deals.
Yeah, crafty little escape there by Mondo. Again, he's done a nice job. Just needs a little bit of help from the offense.
Top of the 7th starts with a first pitch hit by LegitFire, nicely squared up. And now Super Samson has a shot, 1-2 already tonight.
Now pitching, number 77.
Pretty nasty pitcher, elite changeup.
On the ground to shortstop, over to second, throw to first, another double play. Todd is cooking tonight. Manufacturing double play after double play, keeping these runners off the bases. Impressive work here tonight.
No, I was just going to say, Trent, that's not the first time we've seen LegitFire chase low. He normally, look at him chase low. That's not his MO. It looks like, oh, he'll chase. He's not a chaser like that. I think he's a little bit nervous, and Bonzalez is in his head with some good pitching.
Yeah, maybe as the game wears on, a little bit of frustration setting in as well. Still has the starter Mondo in the 7th. The first pitch, curveball to the shallow outfield. Sliding play by Blacksmith. Nicely done.
I didn't know LegitFire had the shallow outfield in his bag, but it looks like he does. Paid off there.
We will see Mondo left in once again after contemplating going to the bullpen. 0-1 pitch, misses away. Now 2-1 here, hit hard on the ground, picked to first. Mueller throws it over there in time for out number 2.
Mondo kind of pulling a later in the career Fernando Valenzuela. There's nothing he's doing that really looks like anything, but you can't seem to get on anything.
Yeah, that diminishing velo tends to be a problem, as we know. That's why it ends up costing more the lower you go on the salary tool. It's a big part of it. Exit velocity off of those soft toss pitches can be a difficult thing to encounter.
Number 32.
Anyway, we move to the top of the 8th. Brings up Madeline Rhymes. Punch Bishop is the chosen pitcher out of the pen for the Breathments. Came out last inning to start off his outing here. Hit hard on the ground. Invasion picks it. Throws it first in time. There is one out here.
Pitcher number 47.
Yeah, I don't know if it's Bonzalez's MO or not. Maybe he's just picked up on the success factor, but he's really keeping the ball down.
That's low. That's outside.
A 2-0 pitch, and LegitFire sees a strike. 2-1, and he misses the heater. With one out, the count runs full. The changeup swung on at the shortstop. Nottingham throws it to first in time for out number 2.
Now batting, the left fielder, number 38, Zane Blacksmith.
This one is popped in the air. It's going to end the top of the 8th inning. Nottingham takes care of it. And we go to the bottom where Todd looks to aim for a little bit of insurance against Beefly Griffin, who comes out of the pen.
Now batting, the third baseman.
The 0-1 hit into the dugout. And then on the ground easily for the shortstop to make a play. There's one down here for Boat Hamless.
That was a big out for LegitFire as the reverse splits did not affect that hitter, and he was really stacked. There's another one, though.
Diving play, nicely done by Ferguson. There's two down here in the bottom of the 8th. Specialist engaged again. Check swing from Todd. Now the 2-1. This is away. It's a 3-1 hitter's count. Good strike in there. Makes it a full one. The pitch from Griffin is 10th out of the pen. Swing and a miss, strike 3. The catcher picks it, throws it to first. That'll be completing the strikeout and ending the 8th inning. We'll go to the 9th where Todd's 3 outs away from a big Game 1 victory on Match of the Week.
Right fielder, number 49.
And Bishop is looking good is the problem, and now is locked in. So it's going to be tough. Has a good, strong batter here to lead us off, though.
Takes a couple quick balls. Wanting to be selective is LegitFire with Howell. Fouls it away.
Again, chasing low.
Changeup doesn't bite at it. The 3-1 pitch. It's in the zone. Swung on. Hit hard to center field, or right field, excuse me. G. Dupin
Third baseman
makes a good grab.
Val Ferguson.
I would assume just didn't quite reticle that up. Appeared to make a nice attempt there.
Well, Ferguson has Mind Gamer, and she's locked in. This is a player you do not want to mess with here. Swing and a miss. Had to be placed well. This changeup could go anywhere. Almost bites the zone. 2-1. Taken for a strike.
That hurts.
2-2 pitch. Big one in this game. Hit on a line out to left field where Singh is able to make the grab, and that'll bring up Rusty Bustum. Final chance here for the LegitFire gamers. Nope. 1-0 pitch to Bustum. Fouled away. We do it again, 1-1. 2-1 pitch. Hit hard on a line out to left field. Gonna bounce in front of Singh, and that will keep the inning alive here. Actually puts the tying run at the plate with 2 down. Rodney Park hits it hard on a line, right field, caught by Todd. That ends the game, but LegitFire made it exciting all the way up to the end. I had at least a threat going on the base paths, but yeah, great game from those two. Really even, cagey game throughout.
Yeah, incredible pitching as it turned out. A little bit shaky in the first inning or so, but both of them really gutted out some great pitches, turned over some double plays, and just were able to do just, you saw a lot of balls hit at people where they couldn't quite reticle it up. So good pitching.
Yeah, we'll see if game 2 has some similar results in order for us. Both these players obviously desperate each to get the win, so LegitFire is going to be looking for the split, and now Todd with a win in his pocket going to be hunting for that sweep. But we saw it could go either way the way these two were playing, so it should be an exciting result. We're going to step away for just a brief moment, and we'll bring the game 2 action to you in just a sec. Hang tight, folks. All right, here we go, folks. Loading into the home of LegitFire, Ciudad de Colores for game number 2 of Match of the Week here in the AAA Season 21. Kicking off week 3 pretty much here as we start this one. This one on the quiet side. So I'm just trying to pump up the volume.
I was just going to say, one of the smaller ballparks here, a very pretty stadium. One of the newbies doesn't really get used a lot, wouldn't you agree, Train? But it's kind of a cool stadium.
Yeah, DLC stadium exclusive to SMB4, definitely one you see seldomly, but one that, you know, always deserves its time in the sun. The smaller stadiums tend to make their appearances in Super Mega Baseball, as we know. Todd going for a sweep here. But LegitFire, on his perspective, starts off with a strikeout. It is Boo Bird, the pitcher, the starting pitcher for LegitFire, and Brooklyn Nottingham, the shortstop at the plate for Todd Bonzalez.
Yeah, LegitFire bringing the heat here with Boo Bird, and as I said in the pregame, can Bonzalez catch up to the 90-ish velo? Tops one there.
Brings up DeMarco Invasion. Invasion with nobody on. Swings at 1, makes it an 0-1 count. The 1-1 here misses inside. So Boo Bird going to come back again, trying to get a strike. Oh, and that one's crushed deep to center field. See you later. That one's not coming back. Solo shot for the Breath Mints.
Yeah, center fielder knew it right away and didn't want any part of that picture.
Crushed 445 feet. And it makes it a 1-0 ball game, bringing up Hamlis, the cleanup hitter, with 2 outs here. Yeah, that one was misplaced by LegitFire.
So there was some question if he could catch up, and I guess we got the answer there.
Curveball, swung on, hit hard up the middle. That'll extend the inning again. Stretch Sutton now at the plate. Digs in. High pitch is a trait here that LegitFire is going to want to avoid. Low one at the knees to start off the AB. Runner does go, taken for another strike. Easy steal from Todd.
Yeah, I honestly, Train, I think LegitFire licking his wounds a little bit there, not paying it. Needs to shake it off here. You're down 1-0. Bonzalez kind of cooking here, but you played him pretty even, so keep your head in the game.
Yeah, big swing and a miss. Strike three ends the top of the first, but that run does come across. Now we'll see how LegitFire responds. It took him a while to put anything together in the last game after jumping out to an early lead. Swing and a miss on the 98-mile-an-hour heater from Plums Blather to Zane Blacksmith, starting off the bottom of the first.
Interesting that we're seeing the both Heat pitchers here in the second game, so they're both going to bring it.
Yeah, both players bringing a ton of velo. Bringing up Evangeline Howell, bad ball hitter. Nobody on base. Off the hands, it's popped to left field. Should be caught by Singh, and it is.
You know, what beats this, Train? We've got an absolutely stellar AAA matchup here. We got both players running full turtle, high velo pitchers. This is classic AAA.
It really is. It brings it all together. The Turtle Arsenal, a quintessential piece of the AAA puzzle, I think, if you wanna have an exciting matchup. Nothing like a tailing fastball and a AAA player. 3-1 count. Hitters count here to Todd, or excuse me, to LegitFire. Todd's pitch swung on and missed. Full count here. Swing and a miss again. The high fastball, too much for Legit to catch up with. And we'll move to the second. 6, 7, 8 coming up for the Breathmans.
Yeah, that might be the story of the game early, at least through maybe the fifth inning, is can you catch up to these monster starters? These are rise and fall type starters coming in here, ready to go.
Ball hit into the gap. Not enough for extra bases. Runner does round the bag, so it'll be a leadoff single for Todd and the Breathmans. Bringing up Singh here. Sarsha Singh, I believe, is the pronunciation on this one. Off-speed hitter, bad jumps. Runner goes. Throw down there. Safe. Easy jump from Todd running on the pitcher there. So he's got the runner in scoring position, looking to add to the lead. Swings at it to the right side. It's past the running second baseman.
No.
It's going to get by him. The runner does round third and score. Makes it 2-0 LegitFire. Or excuse me, Breathmans. The Breathmans, crafty baseball. We saw a little bit of this in the first game as well.
Yeah, it might be a PvP moment. Sometimes you get a slight delay getting to your fielding, and it can kind of get you to run straight past the ball. It's kind of an acquired skill to be able to handle that, but it's really tough.
Chiara Jidufen, with nobody down, wants to make a difference here. This one hit on the ground through the left side. Oh, we do see the
Did you see that
Seahawks.
arm in left field? What the hell was that?
I'll have to double check it next time it pops up. Seahawks are going to the Super Bowl. That's part of the reason why we're pre-recorded tonight. LegitFire, one of the big Seahawks fans in the league, celebrating right now probably his team's NFC victory. So good for him.
Congrats.
Maybe he can get himself a split here. Maybe his past self can help his future self. We'll see what we got going on in this game too. But right now it's not looking great as the Breathmans are ahead 2-0 with 2 on, and then there's a hit up the middle that's going to extend the lead, make it 3-0 Breathmans.
You know who Bonzalez sort of reminds me of at the plate is a AAA's Latanimal. You'll see a lot of patience at the plate. You'll see a wild stab here and there too, but he'll put the pressure on the pitcher to get the ball in there.
Hits it hard. Is it a double play ball? No, it's going to be a fielder's choice. First and third again. There are 2 outs, though. DeMarco Invasion with the homer early. Started things off. Going to step in again. Runner goes. Throw down to second. It's misplayed. It goes by the second baseman. And Todd will score. It's 4-0 Mints.
Wow, good job by the Mints to go to third there. It didn't seem like there was enough time, but he took off immediately, but then he K's there.
He gets a little excited, I think, trying to get that run in with 2 outs, swing and a miss. But 3 runs do cross the plate. Ahead early are the Breathmans on their way to a potential sweep here on Match of the Week, wanting to do some more damage. But we're in the bottom of the second where LegitFire has a chance to jump back into things. And that one is swung on well. It's deep to right center field, way back there, way back there, way back there. Ooh, the diving attempt was close. It's over the head of the fielder, and it's going to be a lead-off triple.
That's funny. I was just about to say, I've been scrimming LegitFire. Very, very difficult to pitch to. And it's just amazing that Bonzalez is holding him down, but now all of a sudden, LegitFire kind of feeling it.
Yeah, gets a hit down the line. Thought about second. Maybe he could have got there on the misplayed throw, but conservative play leaves him at first base.
Yeah, a good throw definitely gets him, but you're right, Train. Might have snuck in there just on a bad throw.
Super Samson at the plate. With some speed on the bags, gets this one, and this one will find some outfield grass and get down. Left fielder does cut it off, and it's another single. 2 on, no out here for LegitFire and Isaac Mueller at the plate.
This is where you absolutely have to settle in and get something done if you're LegitFire. This is the time. This is your opportunity. I know it's a tough pitcher.
Yeah, Plums Blather definitely on the difficult side here for starters in the AAA. Rio pitch, though, swung on, hit high in the air to left. Had the green light, but couldn't quite get the bat all the way around. A little late on that fastball.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Train. That was the difference. Is that velocity just put a little too much pressure. It was a good swing, but just didn't quite get on that.
Madeline Rhymes breaks her bat, hits it over to second. Can be done, nothing more than a fielder's choice, as that one was basically effectively a bunt. And it'll bring up the pitcher, Boo Bird.
Yeah, terrible timing here for Bird to come up. You can't take her out.
1-1 pitch to Bird. Off the hands. Shortstop should be able to pick it and does. Throws it to first in time. 1 run crosses the plate this inning for LegitFire Gaming, but 2 are left on base. And we'll move to the third inning. Still 4-1 in favor of Todd and the Breathmans.
Yeah, good little breath of life there for LegitFire. Had a just terrible timing with the pitcher coming up. I mean, she put a little bit of a whack on the ball, but nowhere near getting a hit.
Zane Blacksmith, all he can do is pick it up on a hop, throw it into second base there. There's a leadoff hitter for Todd. Or leadoff runner on for Todd. Good speed over there at first base as well. 1-1 pitch. He does go. It's a swing and a hit and run, and then the diving play. Is it in time? My goodness!
Boy.
What a play from LegitFire! Holy moly! I can't believe he made that. That is really, really tough to make. It had to be a perfect throw.
You almost never see that across the diamond like that.
That is a crazy, crazy double play. One of the plays of the season. We're going to have to get that one clipped. Mueller off the hands. Easy play. Kicks it barehanded, and we'll go to the bottom of the third. Still 4-1. Blacksmith check swing. It's a strike right on the corner. 1-1 pitch again. Misses inside. A full count pitch, swing and a miss. High fastball, can't catch up. LegitFire wants to creep back into this game. Can't let Todd continue to slip away from him. We're at the top of the order.
He doesn't like Blather at all. He would love to get her out of there, but he's not really piling up any pitches on her. Does get a nice aggressive swing there, though.
He does, gets a single. And a bobbled throw at first base, nothing you capitalize on. So great speed over there for Belle Ferguson, who's got the mind gamer, and she's locked in already after making that big double play. That helped the mojo quite a bit. So 1-0 from Blather, swung on, hit hard through the hole in the left side. We'll put 2 on with 1 out.
Another good opportunity with a big time hitter and bust him.
You could tell Todd being careful with this hitter. 2-0 pitch, swing and a miss. That one was in the zone. Do it again with Bustum right in the same spot. Full count. Bustum takes it, and that'll walk the bases full.
Oh my.
Good patience from LegitFire. Works the bases loaded for Rodney Park. Rodney Park has a single and an RBI already here in this game. Hits it hard up the middle. It's going to be picked by Nottingham. Over to second. On to first. In time for the double play, and that erases the threat.
The deadliness of the curveball, Dwayne, when you're absolutely banking on something other than the curveball, it can fool you.
Yeah, and it's just such a difficult pitch to get around on. That one out of the zone. LegitFire kicking himself for swinging at that and getting rid of a good opportunity there. Though we've all been there with the bases juiced, for sure. Feel like I was there earlier today with Eduardo probably a couple times. But we'll see how the rest of this one plays out in favor of either of these players. We're in the top of the 4th inning, where the Breathmen's still with the advantage 4-1 against the starter Boo Bird, still in the game for LegitFire Gaming. 2-0 the pitch, misses inside. He can't buy a strike right now. Three 3-1, taken for a strike, makes it full.
Oh my.
Here comes a changeup, full count pitch, taken. And that is a strikeout for out number 2.
Cedefin absolutely gobbled up by the home plate umpire as he made both of the tough calls against her.
LegitFire going right back to that spot. Todd has a hole in his swing, high and inside, it seems like. Swing and a miss, gets him outside there to end the inning. So LegitFire finding his feet on the mound, it looked like there in that top of the 4th. Maybe that's something that can play into the later innings as they search to score some runs and get back into the ball game.
Yeah, taking that kind of heat on the dead corner will time and time again will rattle any batter, and you saw Bonzalez get a little bit flustered there.
This one hit. Foul ball makes it 2-2, and then struck out looking. What placement there from Todd on the edge. Not a pitch anyone could even really do anything with, even if you swing at it. First pitch, Slayer hits one out to center field. It's past the sliding center fielder. That's going to be trouble. He's thinking about 4 all the way. Todd has to get hustled over there. He's rounding third. Here comes LegitFire. He's going to get him before the throw and inside the park homer.
Unbelievable. When's the last time we saw that on a match of the week? I can't remember one. A legit inside the park home run.
I cannot recall for the life of me the last time I've seen one of those on here. I've attempted one probably, but I don't know if it's successfully. That's been a long time. Really nicely done there. LegitFire was thinking 4 all the way. Todd had to hustle after that ball. He just didn't.
Yeah, and that's the one area of the ballpark that's reasonably deep enough that once you slide forward, it's a long run to go get that ball.
Yeah, we've all had that mistake happen in Super Mega Baseball. It's a tough one when it's out of Metalhead's hands and it's you who makes the mistake. Boo Bird, the pitcher, pops it to right. taken care of on the liner, but that is a inside the park homer that adds to LegitFire's score here, makes it 4-2. Breathman's still ahead.
Yeah, and two is a lot more reasonable than 3 because LegitFire has struggled at the plate, which is very shocking, but nonetheless true.
Here in the top of the 5th, we see a quick 2-2 count. And then strike 3, Todd's put away. Ball misses inside. Boo Bird starting to tire. 64th pitch. We saw LegitFire run his starters long in the previous game as well. We are seeing some lag here. It looks like the players found a way to play through it.
Bird's velo is tailing extremely fast now, so this is about the area of the exit velo that you can really get in trouble as that dips to the middle.
Swung on through the pitcher. Stung for a 1-out single.
The third baseman, number 99.
Runner goes. Oh, he's picked off. Running back to the bag, though, is Todd. He's thrown out still at first, just by a hair. He thought better of it, but couldn't quite get back in time.
Oh.
More lag. Ends up being a strike. They're playing through it.
Yeah, that was a huge out for LegitFire there at second base. A massive out.
Wow, so they definitely dealt with some stuff here to plow through this game too. I'm impressed at their diligence here. This is on pre-record, folks, so this was previously experienced lag for our players when recording the match of the week. Todd says he doesn't remember it in chat, so maybe this was just something that was felt on LegitFire's end. Ball hit off the hands, out there into left center field. Going to be a single with 2 down here.
And you need to start looking at the bullpen. This guy's 2 for 2. Lefty on righty.
But Hamless at the plate. Good power. Not a player you want to mess with. That one was a mistake. Ball takes a bounce in front of the catcher. It's blocked. 2-1.
She's dealing with Mind Gamer.
This is just low. Now the 3-1 pitch. Misses inside. Batter is walked.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 25.
High pitch from Stretch Sutton is something that Boo Bird's going to want to avoid here on her 76th pitch of the game. It's a low one hit on the ground to third.
She's also base on balls prone. I think she has to come out here.
Yeah, having trouble locating. Todd going to get a 2-2 count here. Swings it off the end of the bat. Oh, and it's overran.
Oh, no. Ooh,
no, she recovers just in time to make the play. That was going to get dicey. So we are into the bottom of the 5th. LegitFire with the recovery. Top of the order coming up. Still 2 down in this game. It's in the balance for either player still, as this one's hit up the middle to start the inning. Brings up the tying run.
Yeah, big hit there. Good or lucky, it doesn't matter. LegitFire got that pitcher through that inning. Now has quite a bit of bullpen left. Just needs to score a run or 2 here.
Swung on underneath. Brings up. Ooh, a steal. Not in time. A double play on the strike him out thrown up. Bell Ferguson going to dig in now. after a tragic double play, erasing the threat from LegitFire Gaming.
Blather starting to tire now. Can be hit.
He's done a good job of working counts. A little bit better than last game, LegitFire, I think. As Blather is definitely tiring, like you said. Neutral Mojo as well. This one misses way low. It's a full count. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike 3, 97.
Oh, no.
It's too much to handle. And we'll go to the top of the 6th.
Wow, he had that reticled up absolutely right on the money, but was late.
Maisie Geiger leads off the inning. She's locked in as well. Sees one high. Deep to center. Too much underneath of it, though. And Samson makes the grab. Brings up Singh one more time here. Ball misses inside to start the AB. The 1-0 pitch, a curveball, misses high again. Full count pitch. Todd takes an easy walk. Or excuse me, 3-0
Bird is
pitch.
struggling massively, and that base on balls prone is looking more and more like the elephant in the room. I think she has to go.
Yeah, she will be lifted now for Shiloh Overlord. A pitcher we have not yet seen. Rally stopper and injury prone. Lefty out of the pen. Cutter, curveball, and changeup along with the classic four-seamer. This one's hit on the ground. Shortstop, can we turn it? Over to second, on to first, in time for the double play, and that ends the top of the 6th. Nicely turned by LegitFire. Brings him up here in this inning with Rusty Bustum leading off. Rusty looking for something to hit.
No, I never noticed it before, Train, but I think the starters pick up a little bit of stamina in between innings, or maybe it's just because she's locked in.
She could be locked in, yeah. 67 pitches. She's moving pretty well through this game and definitely getting some strikeouts as we see one looking there. 70th pitch upcoming. Still a decent amount of stamina, like you said. So she's working through the game with the lead. This one hit on the line over to Sutton. I thought it was going to be on the ground, but an easy line out takes care of the second out here. Super Samson, good legs. Not going to be fast enough to beat this one out. And we will go to the 7th here. Todd is still in command of this game. LegitFire just a little bit overeager, it seems, at some times to get things done and having trouble catching up with really the locations. Todd's been really expert with his location in this game so far, so impressive to see.
Yeah, they were both billed as solid pitchers coming in. Even so, this is surprising because they both can also hit, and it's been a tough haul at the plate, to be honest.
With the preseason as well, Todd not getting as many, plaudits as LegitFire was. LegitFire having a lot of success outside of the XBL in the preseason and coming into the early season. So surprising to see the outcome here so far tonight.
Yeah, I would absolutely agree with that, Train. Bonzalez starting to get the hype train going, and now we can see why.
Hit hard up the middle, diving play from Park. Nicely done. Good throw. Gets him in time for out number 2. That had to be perfect.
Yeah, great play by Park.
One-zero pitch.
Gotta be careful with her. She's dangerous.
The 2-1 pitch is a ball missing just inside. Really, really close. It's going to go back to the same exact spot, and Todd takes it for a walk.
What an eye.
These two definitely balanced players for sure.
Yeah, exactly. They're not stabbing in the dark. They're both trying to take a very measured approach to everything. I really like their games.
And I think, when it comes to what was discussed in the offseason, it's really just a wide open AAA. And these two
Oh
players
yeah, it's very flat.
signifying who, this is the average to what you would consider above average AAA player at the moment. And it's impressive to see across the board the level of parity. I don't think there's really any calling what's going to happen here as the AAA season continues to transpire from what we've seen on these match of the weeks and what we've seen in the box scores, really from top to bottom.
Yeah, nobody really massively standing out. Elron's had some good games. He's also had a few stinkers. Spliffy hasn't really played a lot of games. Um, some of the old classics like myself and you have at times struggled. Eddie's been kind of average. It's wide open for people like the Overlords, like the Breath Mints, even Legit Fire Gaming. Even someone like No Name, if he comes in here ready to go, I mean, there's nobody that can really handle him if he comes in, at his best.
Yeah, a lot we'll have to discuss on the upcoming roundup, which will be coming later this upcoming week. So stay tuned for that Tuesday, Wednesday night. Usually the case for those, where we'll discuss in depth the power rankings and the current standings as we quickly moved through that inning. Legit Fire unable to get anything going. Runner was on third, but remained there as we're in the top of the eighth. Swing and a miss. It's strike one to Todd here. Now change up 2-2 pitch. Hit hard off the glove. Going to be picked by the shortstop in time for the throw. Yes.
Fortunate bounce. That was one of those metalhead moments where it went off her left hip and somehow it bounced to her right over to the shortstop.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. We've seen a lot of odd fielding bounces and caroms in the past few days here in the XBL amongst many different streams. Swing and a miss there. It's a 1-2 pitch now. Runner still at first. Todd unable to catch up with it, and it's 2 outs in the inning. Now we're looking at a runner going here on the 1-1, easily in there on the steal. Todd taking advantage of the cadence from Legit Fire there and hits it hard up the middle past the diving glove of the second baseman. He's thinking about going all the way around. He will stop at third, throw down to second, not in time. Second and third with 2 outs here. We're going to miss. Todd goes freely swinging at the changeup. And that will end the top of the eighth. We go to the bottom half here. And Legit Fire running out of time to try and tie this game. Got 6 outs remaining here on Match of the Week to search for a split.
Tough pitcher to handle here. Needs a lead single. Has the bad ball hitter to maybe get that done.
On the ground to second, Yoshida picks it up. There's the first in time. There's 1 down. Brings up Bell Ferguson now. A good pitcher or a good batter to do some damage against Ponch Bishop here. Bishop last game kind of manhandled Legit Fire's lineup, and he's still doing some more of the same in the 8th here. Sutton's going to take it himself.
Yeah, Legit Fire had to deal with velo the entire game here and hasn't really fared as well as I would have expected.
This is low.
He still has that incredible inside the park home run to have in his pocket, even if it does end up a sweep for Bonzalez.
Yeah, always great to have a highlight on Match of the Week for your locker. LegitFire is going to be feeling good about that one. Rodney Parks can come up with clutch here. Big moment in the game.
Tying run at the plate with Park all cranked up. Ooh, that hurts.
Swing and a miss. Can't catch up with the velo. This is a tough pitcher. 98 miles an hour. 1-2 pitch upcoming. Misses away. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll end the inning. LegitFire unable to be disciplined enough there to work the count and put himself in a better situation. It's tough in these later innings as you're starting to press, as we know.
Yep, especially when you just swing through a ball, you feel like you have to get off the dime, and unfortunately the ball was well above the zone.
Pop up. Rodney Park picks it, throws it down to third on the quick out. Shea Yoshida. Todd looking for insurance here in the top of the 9th inning against the bullpen of LegitFire. Nicely picked by Mueller. A curveball for a strike. Ahead in the count, Todd's still trying to press for a little bit more stress on the LegitFire squad. Full count here, curveball, swung on, hit hard, deep to center, but Sampson gets underneath of it. 3 outs remain here for LegitFire Gaming. Todd Bonzalez looking for the sweep.
Yep, now you got to empty the bench if you have to. You just have to get some runners. You got to get one runner on there and put some pressure.
This one hit, ooh, up the middle, but Bishop picks it. Good pitching, or good fielding from the pitcher, excuse me. Takes care of out number 1. Now Isaac Mueller, first pitch, Slayer at the plate, wants to go after it. Check swing, ball 1.
That would have been a huge single train, but the pitcher said no.
1-1. Popped, shortstop. Ooh, didn't need to dive. Lets it past him.
Yeah, that was very borderline. It looked like a smart play to me, but it seemed like it went over her shoulder. And now, once again, for the second time of the night, we've got the tying run at the plate for LegitFire, but not a lot of leash.
Decent speed at first. Tying run at the plate. 1 out in the 9th. The 2-2 pitch upcoming from Bishop. Swung on the ground. Second baseman picks it. Throws it to second. On to first. In time for the double play. And that completes the sweep for Todd Bonzalez and the Breath Mints. Nicely done tonight here on the mound and at the plate.
Yeah, for sure a coming out party for the Breath Mints, as that was just basically, there wasn't a ton of hitting on either side, but that was just a fantastically played series from Todd, a decently played series from LegitFire. LegitFire had the big highlight, but overall just a fun night of baseball, AAA, and these are players that are going to be, they're at least going to be in the middle. These are players that are going to be in the playoffs, I think, more or less without question, and nobody's going to want to play either one of them in the first or second round, I don't think.
Yeah, tricky players, both able to handle themselves on the mound and at the plate. But tonight it was Todd who came away with the spoils, and I think overall, he played the less frantic, less eager type of game that led to, being able to lock in on the mound and work himself out of a few jams. Because really, he hit well in spurts. And that was really it. It was just more so of a pitching performance from Todd, and where LegitFire kind of cooperated with him, hitting some pitcher's pitches, getting out of some situations there that, if he was at his best day, he probably wouldn't have. But maybe match of the week, a bit of a press, as we know that can happen to a lot of us when we're under the bright lights. But yeah, still a lot of season to go for both players. I think both of them want to make it into the playoffs and just make that noise in there. I know personally that's kind of the main thing when it comes to AAA. So excited to see what we saw tonight for sure.
Yeah, both can be proud of the show they put on. I'm thinking back to that second inning where the pitcher came up for legit fire. There was at least 2 runners on. It just was such bad timing. And sure enough, he really needed to get something done there in the end. But still a great series, a really good series from both players. These are players we hope to have in the league for, you know, for at least 3 or 4 or 5 more seasons. Um, and probably either would be an underdog for the championship this season, but I could see both of them getting through at least like a first round matchup.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see if they make some noise come the end of the season. As far as week 3 predictions go for the casters, Hummus and Ox coming away with the spoils with the Todd sweep. Sham with the split, Uni, MJ's lot, myself, Mystery Man, all with legit fire pick tonight, coming away with nothing. So always fun to check in on that. We'll see the updated standings for the casters here next time we get together, and that should be on the weekly roundup here on Tuesday or Wednesday. So stay tuned, folks, for the announcement for that. It's been a pleasure to bring you some XBL baseball all 3 nights this week, and we'll be back at it again later this week as well in week number 4 or 3. Is it week 3? I don't know. I'm losing count. Anyway, everybody, thanks for being here tonight. It was a pleasure to see you, and we'll see you next time. Have a good one.